back to another video. I'm Jordan and I make videos all about my vegan diet and living a more healthy, natural lifestyle. Today I thought it'd be fun to take you along with me as I do my Sunday meal prep. So this meal prep is for 2 people. I've got breakfast, lunch, and a snack covered for 5 days, so all the days of the week. I'm sure you are already familiar with all the benefits of meal prepping on the weekend, but for me, I love having that hour or 2 that I can carve out on a Sunday because I find cooking very therapeutic. Cooking has become one of my favorite hobbies and just something I really look forward to, even though there are a lot of dirty dishes at the end. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. I thought this would be a little bit more personal and you can kind of see a little bit more realistically what my meal prep at least looks like versus just a couple shots here and there of the different steps. So let me know what you think of this style. Let's get into the meal prep. So the first thing that I do is I make myself a general outline. I've already meal planned and grocery shopped, but as I'm meal prepping, I just keep a list of what it is I'm trying to accomplish over on the side so that I don't get distracted because that happens sometimes. This is what we are prepping today. Okay, we're gonna start with lunch first, and I thought I knew what I was gonna do, but I think I'm gonna add some different things. So for lunches, I like to make some kind of spread or filling for a sandwich or a wrap, and then that way you can either have it in a sandwich or a wrap, or also it as a salad topper or something to dip, something like that. So we've been making chickpea tuna salad, which I have already a recipe video for on my channel, but I had some leftover edamame in the freezer and some peas. So I think I'm gonna make a smash pea and edamame thing. I've got a cup of peas and a cup of edamame in here. I've got some vegan mayo, some red onion that I'm going to use, some celery that's literally been in the fridge for maybe a month. I don't know, but it needs to be used. And I also have some jalapenos. So I think I'm gonna put some jalapenos in there. It's good. I might add some chopped walnuts. I have some walnuts and I think that would add a really good crunch.
Maybe put some pepper in it. A little pepper in that. Might help balance it.
More pepper is never a bad idea.
Pepper's good for you.
I'll try it. Was it good? You like it? Cleaned up the counter and did some of the dishes, washed off the cutting boards and the knife and stuff. And now I'm going to start on breakfast. And this is a recipe I've never made before, but I'm gonna make a little bit non-traditional granola. So I'm out of rolled oats, but we do have spelt berries, and I had some oh my gosh, what are they called? Some steel cut oats. So what I did last night was I soaked them. I just soaked them in some water, and now I'm going to cook them. So I'm gonna put them in a pot and just cook them like you would normally cook grains or any kind of rice. So probably for like a half an hour. Then once they're done cooking, I'm gonna take them out and make them into granola. So I'm just gonna mix them up with some spices, some maple syrup, and put them in the oven and bake them so that it's nice and chewy and crispy and sweet and cinnamony. And then I'm going to use that to top my smoothie bowls for the week. While the granola is cooking, I'm gonna make Jack's PB&J wraps that he likes to have for his breakfast. And then last but not least, I'm going to make a hummus snack for the week. And that I'm saving till last because I've got to get my food processor out for that, and I'm procrastinating. Soaking those grains just really helps them digest and cook a little bit better, so that's why I soaked them. But if you didn't soak your grains, like if you have something really hearty like a spelt berry or barley or I don't know, like a rice, like really you can make granola out of anything. It doesn't have to be oats. That's just kind of the traditional thing. But of course, if you do have rolled oats, you could certainly use those. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cooking those. I'll bring them to a boil, let them simmer like any other grain. And then if there's any moisture left, I'll just strain them again and make some granola. But yeah, now I'm going to start on the PB&Js. The wraps are all done and ready to go in the freezer, so he'll just take them out in the morning, and by the time like 9 o'clock rolls around when he eats his breakfast, they'll be nice and thawed but still cold. You know what? This isn't gonna work, so I'm gonna have to use Ziploc bags. Look at that. I need more space. Scratch that. Hang on. Do you want a nice cube too? Okay. Putting it on 2 sheet pans just because it was too thick. The amount that I made was way too thick for 1 sheet pan. So that's a tip, and I will leave that in the description below, as well as all of the other recipes with ingredients. Woo, okay, just got back from a quick walk with the dog because the sun finally came out. It's been a pretty rainy July day here, but the sun came out, so we did a quick walk, which actually ended up being perfect because it gave my granola time to cool in the oven. So that's still cooling, and now the only thing left to do is make my hummus, get it in the fridge, and meal prep is done. done and I'm ready to get out of my kitchen. But to recap, we made an edamame mash to put on a sandwich. I also made a spelt and oat granola. Then we made the peanut butter and jelly wraps. We also made hummus, and we made my smoothie bag to go in the freezer to be blended tomorrow, which I'll probably blend with some vanilla almond milk. And yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm at Jordan Lee Vegan so that you can see how I style my smoothie bowls. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. And before you go, I have a huge favor to ask. As many of you know, I have gone back to school, and so I'm really starting to think about how to budget my grocery bill. And I'd like to do some kind of like budget challenge or have some kind of goal or something that, just to kind of guide me, but I have a really hard time giving myself a grocery budget. I'd love to know what you think for two people. What is a good weekly budget amount to devote to groceries? I know there are calculators online and things like that, but I want to know from you, how much money do you think I should be able to spend in a week to make hearty, wholesome, filling, real vegan food? Let me know in the comments below. Just type your amount per week that you think I should try, or any other budget challenges that you've heard of. I would love that because I'm up for a challenge. If there are any other videos you'd like to see, also leave those in the comments down below as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on my meal prep today. I will see you next week in my next video. Bye!